Hi there. Good evening. Showtime for a challenge to continue further. And I'll relegate to 5 words per day, around 15 phrases, 15 collocations, right? Because they are all commensurate with each word. And I'll use around 8 sentences for one word. I'll speak it 10 times so that you memorize it, so that it goes to your head and you learn this new word. Mainly, new words will be 5, but there'll be so many synonyms. How many you know, how many you need to learn. So, if you take it all in totality, there'll be more than 25 words, new words for you. So, it is your receptivity, your intake, how much you want to absorb, how much you want to digest, how much you want to really learn. It's all your call. Okay, we are all different. We're all unique in our way of learning, in our way of imbibing. So the college years. So hello. Before I begin, a very brief one. I'm Benita Vora, a consultant, coach, and a designer out here on a mission to help all the dreamers who are dreaming big to work, to study, or migrate outside. And to do that, you need a language proficiency. And you have to prove that language proficiency via some exam, international exam. Okay, so if you're preparing for IELTS, there are others also. You all need a very strong vocabulary, which is one of the many things you need for any exam. Okay, but it's a very prominent thing that you need for all the exams, right? So they are like coins, actual money in your word bank. And the more the money, the richer you are. But then you have to use these coins, you have to put them into velocity. Only then money begets money. So only when you use them, you practice them, you perform, you actually use these words to do something, either writing task, speaking task, and when you're listening, they will come back to you and you will understand. Yes, I understand. It will change your uh, understanding. It will change your cognition power. It will totally change your reading skill, your understanding capacity. So let's proceed with it, and I'll share my screen with you all. And I hope you're there with your pen and a pencil. So the main 5 words, phrases with each word, and here we go. So welcome to episode 112. The first word today is befuddle. I'm sure it's new for you. So befuddle, it is uh, to confuse or perplex. Perplex again is a confused. I'm perplexed. Uh, why you can't learn 5 words a day? I'm confused. Why do you find learning 5 words a day difficult? So synonyms would be bewilder, baffle, puzzle. So within this ambit, befuddle, you got 5 new words: confuse, perplex, bewilder, baffle, and puzzle. Surely you get puzzled about something or the other every day. You can use at least two of them. Befuddle, the main word which we are taking, and then bewilder. Oh, I'm bewildered. Why is this so? I'm baffled at the way he talks. I'm perplexed. How to go about the section of IELTS? Okay. How will you use that? The complicated instructions befuddled the students, making the task harder than it needed to be. Now, what are the phrases that go with it? A befuddled mind, you're befuddled with questions. You're befuddled by the complexity of a certain exam. Okay, so you see, you can use it with by, befuddled by, you're befuddled with questions, and then you can use without preposition, befuddled mind. Okay, the mind got befuddled with the volley of questions. You get it? After hours of studying, her befuddled mind needed a break. The reporters befuddled the politician with relentless questions. Relentless? I've used this word. Befuddled by the complexity. He was befuddled by the complexity of the new software, okay, of the IELTS collocations. To befuddle completely. The strange behavior of the machine befuddled him completely. Utterly befuddled, utterly befuddled by the sudden change in plans. Now, befuddle and frustrate. The ambiguous guidelines befuddled and frustrated the team. Okay, so next word. Now, how many times I've used befuddled? I hope it's gone and sunk into you and you have learned it. We are following the B series now, right? Next word is blatant. Blatant, obvious and unashamed. Blatantly impolite. Okay? Obvious and unashamed. It is flagrant, glaring, outright. Okay? He blatantly misbehaved with somebody, blatantly spoke something wrong to somebody. So I'll use them into sentences. His blatant disregard for the rules caused a major issue during the event. Blatant disregard, outright, unashamed, flagrant, glaring, outright. Okay, the new synonyms that I'm giving you are more wonderful than the word itself, blatant. Okay, so phrases would be a blatant lie, blatant attempt, and blatant disregard. Everyone knew it was a blatant lie, but no one dared to confront him. That's what the others do, right? Okay, blatant attempt. The blatant attempt to manipulate the results did not go unnoticed. So I hope you're following the line. The blatant attempt to manipulate the results did not go unnoticed. Okay, you following it? Distance, you'll understand better. Okay, so next is the blatant attempt. Okay, her blatant disregard for safety protocols put everyone at risk. You cannot disregard any safety rule or any safety protocol. If it is blatantly done, you're putting everybody to risk. Now, the collocations with the word blatant. It could be obvious, blatantly unfair, which is quite often used, blatantly corrupt. So you see, you are using blatant word meaning the negative words for the negative actions because it is flagrant, it is outright. Okay, so I use this. It was blatantly obvious that he was not interested in discussion. It was so palpable, so obvious that he was little interested in the discussion. So blatantly obvious, साफ दिख रहा था. Okay, the decision was blatantly unfair. Hardworking employees, blatantly unfair to the hardworking employees. The blatantly corrupt officials were eventually caught and prosecuted. Okay, now we go to the third word, which is buoyant. I'm sure you've heard this word before. Not as the physics word where you talk about buoyancy and buoyancy laws. So we are taking it up as an English word, buoyant. Able to stay afloat, cheerful and optimistic. Okay, you have to be buoyant about your exam. You don't have to make it a stress or a burnout or a wow, it's a sad thing. No. Exams are there to bring out the best in you, to make you work hard. Otherwise, you would never put so many hours into studies or into work, would you? And whenever you put hours into something good, into something absorbing, won't it help you all your life, not just that temporary time? Now, buoyant. Okay, able to stay afloat, cheerful and optimistic. Synonyms would be cheerful, upbeat, optimistic. Okay, very cheerful about. I'm buoyant about my band score. I'm buoyant about my results in the IELTS exam. How do you use it? Despite the challenges, she remained buoyant about the future of the project. Despite the challenges, she remained buoyant about the future of the project. So what are the phrases mood, buoyant personality, buoyant market. So the team was in a buoyant mood after the successful presentation. Okay, some Olympic awards have put us all into a buoyant personality. Her buoyant personality made her the life of the party. So next one is buoyant market. So what does buoyant market mean? The buoyant market conditions encouraged more investors to participate. Okay, so what are the collocations? Let us see the collocations. And the collocations are, okay, I'll stop here. Yeah. Buoyantly optimistic, buoyant economy. So you see, just see the context, the panorama, how far into the situations you can use it. It's not just one small thing. You remain buoyant despite the setbacks. She managed to remain buoyant throughout the ordeal. That's good. Come what may outside, good things, bad things, obstacles, hardships, good times, bad times, but you're unmindful, unaffected, unruffled by your situation. He was buoyantly optimistic about the new business venture. Buoyantly optimistic about the new venture. Buoyant economy. A buoyant economy often leads to increased consumer spending. A buoyant economy often leads to increased consumer spending. Banish. Okay. Away as a punishment. Remember Rama? He was banished, he was exiled for 14 years. So you send away somebody, okay? But more often than not, it is banishment was earlier in olden times given as a punishment to people, to exile, to expel, to dismiss. Okay? So what are the synonyms here? To exile, to expel, and then to dismiss. The king decided to banish the traitor from the kingdom forever. So, what did the king decide? To banish the traitor from the kingdom forever. Phrases would be banish from society, banish fears, banish thoughts, negative thoughts. So it's not just people. Now, you see the situations. What I'm trying to impress upon you is the context, how you can use these words. There's not one situation, there are many situations where you can use them with great uh, dexterity. Okay, you have to use them right. Only then language learning or vocabulary learning will be good for you. So banish from society. He banished from society after committing the heinous crime. You must have noticed my vocabulary words are a little higher. I've taken B1 level of English of you guys because I'm aiming at a higher band. If you find them a little tough, never mind. Stay aloft. Keep them noting down in your notebook, and gradually you will unravel them as you become used to it daily. Next is banish thoughts. No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't banish the troubling thoughts from his mind. You see how I change. There it is banish of fears, there it is banish from society, and here it is banish the troubling thoughts. How would we use collocations with these words? Okay, let's use to banish completely. The leader banished completely those who opposed the rule. He banished them completely, those who all stood up against the rule. To permanently banish, the council voted to banish the corrupt official. And then banish forever. The general was banished forever after his failed coup attempt. You just heard of a coup recently, okay? So the general was banished forever after his failed coup attempt. Okay, and the last word is beneath. Now, beneath is, I'll skip beneath and I'll take the last word as behalf. Okay, even this is easy, but beneath. Behalf means representing someone or something. You stand on behalf of somebody, you attend on behalf in the name of. Okay, the lawyer spoke on behalf of the client during the trial. You speak for somebody. The phrases would be on someone's behalf. Now, this is very common. Okay, you must have heard this in many meetings or parties. On somebody, your father can't attend, so you go on his behalf. Their function. Okay, on behalf of, and that's how it's used. I'm writing on behalf of the company to thank you for your service. Okay, all employees basically work on behalf of their company, so you're working on behalf of it. Okay, act on behalf of. You write either on behalf of or you act on behalf of. He was authorized to act on behalf of his organization. Now, you cannot act on behalf of anyone unless you're authorized, unless you are given a legitimate right to do so. And how would we use collocations for this? The collocations is behalf of the team, behalf of the community, behalf of the company. He delivered the presentation on behalf of the team. The mayor spoke on behalf of the community to express their concerns. I'm here on behalf of the company to negotiate the terms. Now you get the behalf. What does behalf mean and how you can use it in different contexts or in different ways. I have one more word. Let me check the time. No, I cannot take one more word. Okay, I cannot take one more word. So I will go straight to idioms. A bite off more than you can chew. To take a task that is too difficult or big for you. So by trying to manage 3 projects at once, he bit off more than he could chew. I do this very often. It's my bane, my problem. Okay. So caution to the wind. That is, you act in a risky or reckless manner. They threw caution to the wind and invested all their savings in the startup. Okay. Then, under the weather, feeling unwell or sick, she's been a few classes. Now, this is a repeat one. I have used this. So, are you ready for listening skill? Are you ready for listening skill? I'm going to rope all these words into a quick paragraph, a story, and you got to gauge, understand the story. Okay. The day started with a buoyant mood as the team gathered on behalf of the company to pitch a new project. However, the meeting took a turn when the manager, in a blatant display of authority, dismissed their ideas as unworkable. Blatant display of authority. Some people really want to show off. He dismissed their ideas as unworkable. The team felt befuddled by his reaction, as they had worked hard to bolster their proposal. Despite the setback, the team leader remained optimistic, refusing to let the manager banish their enthusiasm. She reminded them that they had built a strong bond over months of hard work, and this challenge was another hurdle to overcome. As they regrouped, they realized the criticism was just beneath the surface of a more significant issue. They needed to refine their approach and deliver a clearer message. With renewed focus, they set out to perfect their presentation, ensuring they won't be caught under the weather during the next meeting. Their determination to succeed was evident as they refused to bite off more than they could chew and instead took each step carefully, throwing caution to the wind only when necessary. Do you get it? Okay, so this we come to an end of our session today. It's again gone to 20 minutes. It goes off because today I use each word into almost 8 sentences. I hope the words have got stuck to you. The words, you remember the words, write them down, use them today in your speech or in your writing, whether it's school, college, work, office, friends, wherever you are, try and use them. Okay, and banish all uncertainties and hesitancy from your uh, demanner from your mind and go ahead and use it. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.